we've all been there. We can relate. We can empathize. We will sympathize. Nobody's going to judge you. Let's all meet here, start from wherever we're at, and get better. So as we move into this topic about the storm that's happening behind me, this is Hurricane Milton on its way to the west coast of Florida, which is where I live. We're also going to say a little prayer for those folks in East Tennessee and the Western Carolinas that were so heavily affected by Tropical Storm Helene. But I just want to emphasize that whatever happens, any external event, we can always be anxious. We can always be fearful. That's counterproductive. What we should be doing is preparing for the storm. And I mean physical, literal storms like the one behind me, and the life that's the storm that life will always bring. So to sit and worry and anxious and fear and not know what to do, it paralyzes you. We need to be doing the best possible thing that we can be doing for ourselves, for our family, for our community, to be in the best possible position to win, to handle any adversity that external life gives to us, whether it be a storm, physical, literal one, or a storm, the crises of life, of the nature of life. They're going to happen, folks. The best thing that we can do is not avoid them, not run from them, maybe not run head on towards them, but be in the best possible position in a few different aspects of life. Physical. You may think the physical doesn't matter, but when shit hits the fan, excuse my language, and I gotta pick up my kids, and I gotta pick up my luggage, and I gotta get moving, I need to be in shape. I need to be strong. I can't be in pain. I can't be weak. I can't be tired. I have to put myself in the best physical condition that I could possibly be in to win for my family. Emotional. I need to be emotionally intelligent. I need to understand the emotions of those people around me, namely my family, and emotionally strong so that when these crises hit, once again, whether a physical storm or a life crisis, my mental state is absolutely clear and focused. Although I may be experiencing some fluctuations in my emotions, we as men or as leaders in general, we need to focus on everyone else's emotions first. Not to not have our emotions, not to not feel our emotions, because that could be detrimental as well. But to put our emotions aside, sacrifice for the greater good, and in this instance, the greater good is our family, our communities, and so on. Spiritually sound. If you have faith, whether it be in God, whether it be in universal energy, the creator of all things, a plan that's bigger, a feeling that it's all going to be okay, a feeling that everything is for a reason, it will carry you through life storms much further than a person who just thinks that everything's for nothing. And I encourage you to develop this belief, whether you believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ or not. Just a belief in something bigger than you, something greater than you, that there is a plan and that it will be okay in the end, even if it's not. And I hope that you follow me. Financially is another one. We talked about this last episode. Now, we're not rich. People that listen to this show are not rich. In fact, I agree with Tony that being rich or famous may not even be a thing to be glamorized and fantasized about, that everyone seems to be mesmerized here nowadays, but we do need to be very financially stable. My insistence in my home is that we have 30 days of money at all times, unless things get crazy. Within our account or within our backup account, I can pay my rent, my electric, my cell phone bill, and the groceries for the month without even going to work one time in the month. And that's not just for preparing for life storms, but it's also the blue-collar version of FU money. That's right. I'm going to have to put the explicit label on this. What the FU money isn't OFU, and you get in a Bugatti and you drive around the Italian, I don't know what these rich guys are doing. I'm not rich. But what I am as a blue-collar worker, but the power that I want as a blue-collar worker is to be able to walk in and tell my boss, you picked the wrong one, you picked the wrong day, goodbye. And you're sitting on that 30-day. Because if you don't have that 30-day, you're trapped. And if you're trapped, you're going to be miserable. So that's our way out. And then on the flip side, as the rain increases behind me, I got that 30-day. If anything needs to happen and I need to hop across the state, which we are thinking about doing, although it's sketchy because the storm's going to hit pretty much the whole state except for the very top, we have that 30-day income put aside so that we can budget everything and follow through, buckle down, and make it to the other side of this thing.